I may be watching Vlogmas videos in July. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm currently at work today, but every single one of my employers is at a conference, and as an intern that gives me nothing to do for the whole day. So I had the genius idea to share everything that I watched in the month of July. All I've done this summer is go to work and watch TV. I've consumed a lot of media this month and I'm not mad about it. I've actually really enjoyed it. Okay, I've got my list. I wrote it on the back of my packing list because we're going away this weekend. So, seems that I watched a lot when I'm reading this. There's obviously miscellaneous things that I watch. I'm the kind of person who needs, like, I need to listen to something to fall asleep, and it's a rotation of Modern Family, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, or Criminal Minds. Those three shows were on rotation, and obviously, to me, these are all 5-star shows, so that's just a given. Let's get into it. I don't know if I want my glasses on. Okay, so I watched 3 series to completion, and they were all new shows. I watched Sirens on Netflix, which was about I'm not going to give any spoilers away because I do think you should go watch these shows, but Sirens is about these 2 sisters who've had like a complicated upbringing in childhood. One of them gets a job, I think she's interning for the summer, at this like really rich lady's, like everyone knows this lady. She's like working on the island, she's her personal assistant, but everyone hates her because she's so far up this woman's asshole and does everything. Like the employees hate her, everyone hates her. Their dad, I think he has dementia or Alzheimer's, and the older sister is left to look after him, and she just really wants her sister's help. So she goes to the island to get her sister. Lo and behold, some freaky shit is going on that island, and she's like, we need to get out of here. I really enjoyed that show. I feel like more than romantic connections, I love watching like family and sibling stories. So a story about sisters, I'm always gonna love. I just love watching shows about rich people. Like, they are so crazy. They are so crazy, and like they think it's all normal. When she said, hey girls, sips and nibbles in the back.
Dad got diagnosed with early onset dementia and you sent a fruit basket. Welcome ladies. Sips and nibbles are in the back.
Don't think it requires another season. I think it's a one and done. How many stars would I give it? 4 stars. Next, we're going to go on to 2 shows, which I think I can talk about at the same time. We have Adults and Overcompensating. They are both fantastic shows in the sense that they're bringing back the style of show people like. People just want to laugh. They just want a short, quick laugh. I think Adults was far superior than Overcompensating. I don't think that story was as relatable as Adults to a wider audience, because Benny's story, as fun as it is and as interesting and as like sad at points to follow, it's not really relatable to everyone, and I think it's just a very personal story. I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, the guy who plays Benny wrote the show and kind of like his own experience, but he basically is going to university, going to college where his older sister goes to school, and he was like the star of the football team, everyone in his town loves him, but he is gay and he hasn't come out yet, and he's trying to explore being in college, trying to maintain the popularity, sticking to the status quo, but also trying to battle his inner feelings. I loved the random Charlie XCX cameos when she's like, what the fuck am I fucking doing playing boom clap at college?
What the am I doing here? You think I want to play boom clap in a college? Are you joking?
I think the character story that I enjoyed the most wasn't Benny's. I really enjoyed his sister's story, Peter's story, Carmen to an extent. Benny's was kind of the least interesting to me because I think it's kind of a been there, done that story, but I still really enjoyed the show. Overall, I would give it 3 stars. Then we moved to Adults, which I loved so much. My only complaint was that it was too short. I needed more than 8 episodes. It was kind of like, it's a new sitcom that I think is so aware of itself, and it's doing like The New Girl, The Modern Family, the Brooklyn Nine-Nine comedy, but making it applicable to Gen Z and almost making fun of ourselves. I feel like all of them are real people. It's almost like these actors are either way too good or they're just playing themselves. Either way, I love it. I think all the storylines are really funny. It's relatable. They're like short, quick episodes, so I feel like you could get through them. The finale, well, I would give it 5 stars, but I think There needed to be more episodes, and once more seasons come out, I think it definitely will be a 5-star show, but for now I'm going to give it 4.5 stars. Okay, next is a show that I was willing to give a chance, but just really ended up hating, and that is Too Much on Netflix. There was not one character that was not insufferable, that could have had a good story arc. Every single person was annoying. The premise of the show already should have given me warning signs, because it's an American girl moving to England after her relationship goes to and she's looking for a new start. It was really cheesy, and I could give it grace in the first episode. You know, the Jaffa Cake thing was funny. Her kind of breakup, Emrata coming in and stealing her life, funny. But oh my gosh, her character was insufferable. Everywhere she went, and I know she's the main character, I know that's the point, but everywhere she went, she thought the world and the UK revolved around her, and I just couldn't take it. This is nothing against the cast or anything, it's just the way the show was written. I think they were trying to do British humor, but failing. There were a couple of things that made me laugh here and there, so for that I'll give it 1.5 stars, but Too Much was way too much for me. It made me realize I have PTSD from living in America this last year. Next, we've got a show I've been working on for a year, and I've only now got to the finale of The Vampire Diaries. So this month I watched 6 episodes. I watched season 1, episode 20, 21, 22, then season 2, episode 1, 2, and 3. I think I've started it at the wrong time. Not that I've started it, but I think I'm gonna put it on pause until like September. It feels like such an autumnal show. Mystic Falls, get me there. Vampire blood in my bloodstream. Damon Salvatore, get behind me. This show is so great, and I don't know why this always happens to me. My sister will recommend me something and I'll just be like, then I watch it in my own time and it's brilliant. If you haven't watched The Vampire Diaries, skip to this bit. Okay, guys, there is so much happening. The werewolf agenda, I am loving. Uncle Mason, get his bride. I'm so excited about that. Like, I can't wait to see more on my screens. Matt is not annoying me yet. Caroline kind of is annoying me, but when she said to Stefan, so you're telling me I'm gonna be a hyper-neurotic, nervous freak? That's me. She literally described me. But I would still want to be a vampire, so I understand. But I have beef with Elena. I feel like she is, like, obviously the main character. She's so nice. She's all these things, great fashion, love that for her, but she's a little bit annoying sometimes. She puts herself in situations that she knows she can't get out of because she loves Stefan so much and she cares about Damon so much. But you know, by putting yourself in that situation, you're jeopardizing not only your life, but their lives. Like, why? Was it like in the... I forgot what it was, but she like ran into the basement or something and she forced Bonnie to have to save her when she didn't want to. She wanted to let those vampires burn in that basement, and Elena said, no, Bonnie, I love them. And she ran in. If that was my friend, I would have let her burn. Vampire Diaries, I'm enjoying so far, but I can't really give it a rating because I've not finished it. But the Bee Movie. I haven't watched this film in years. What the f? And Bez and Kyla were here, and that was one of the things we watched. What the f? That movie is actually insane. I don't think I've watched it since I was about 7 years old. So rewatching it with Kyla, who had never seen it before, she was like, what's the plot of the movie? And I said, it's about a bee and a woman who fall in love. And that's what I thought it was, but it was so much deeper. Oh my God. The law case.
Living out our lives as honey slaves to the white man.
I can't even... I think this will have to be a whole video if I want to talk about the Bee Movie. The fact that the bee and the woman fall in love, weird. The fact that the woman's boyfriend has like a competition with the bee, even weirder.
I think something stinks in here!
I love the smell of flowers!
Yeah?
The whole bee colony I love that stuff. I love learning about the behind the scenes of the colony, all this stuff. Do I love anything else about it? Questionable, but I think it's so crazy and so chaotic, it has to be 4 stars. That movie is excellent. I do want to do a whole video talking about some movies because I'm so passionate about them, and one thing I love is a research project, so keep an eye out for that. I watched Trainwreck. I watched one of them. I want to watch way more, but I've saved them for August because I have nothing to watch in August. And I watched the Trainwreck Poop Cruise. The documentary was so well done. I really enjoyed it. The storytelling, the people they chose to do the confessionals, I think was really great. I loved that group of 3 women who were in the bachelorette party and the guy who was with his father-in-law. But if I were in that situation, I don't know what I would have done. It genuinely would have stuck with me. I don't know how some of them have gone back on cruises, and I just have never wanted to go on a cruise. I've never wanted to be stranded on a body of water for that long. I never want that to happen to me, and Poop Cruise has confirmed that. I also thought, if I was on my period as that was happening, I don't think there would have been any choice but to jump overboard. I don't know if that's dramatic, but I think it's really hard with documentaries because it's just about how interesting the topic was, and that was a very interesting topic to me. I'd give it 5 stars. Like, it was really good. I recommended it to my family and everything. A couple more documentaries I want to watch, and I feel like maybe August might be the month of that. Next, the one that has genuinely given me anxiety. I've had to work on being able to verbalize my anger. The Summer I Turned Pretty. I love that the show did not come out all at once. I feel like the episodes coming out every week is bringing people together. There's so much discussion on social media, and I'm really enjoying that aspect of it. What I'm not enjoying is Belly and Jeremiah. I genuinely think I'm not team Jeremiah, but those two deserve each other. Those two deserve each other, but they need to stay far away from Conrad, get out of Cousins. I think they need to wake up a little bit, realize that we're not living in world Belly and Jeremiah. First of all, it's not even first of all, the wedding ring. The way she went, we're getting engaged. There was nary a bit of fluff on your finger. You couldn't see a thing when she held her hand up. It's just, they are both really annoying. I don't think we're seeing enough of Conrad, and when we are seeing Conrad, his scenes are just kind of nothing. And in the beginning I was like, why is that happening? But I think it's also like, that's kind of how he is and how he's feeling. I think, I didn't watch season 2, but I know it was when their mum passed away, and I think he's mellowed out a lot since season 1. He's still sassy, still firing shots.
Nope. Still here.
When Adam called Belly Conrad's little sister, all my bits and pieces cringed. That was so gross. Stephen and Taylor, like, I know they were both cheetah big fat eaters, but they need to get back together. Taylor's mum needs to get her shit together. Laurel is in the right, but she needs to tone it down a bit because I'm afraid Belly is never going to speak to her again. Similarly, Belly needs to tone it down a little because I know you want your mum at your wedding, and I know you want to get married, but I don't think Jeremiah is that guy. But I do think Jeremiah is that guy. I am so firmly team Conrad, but I'm on team leave Conrad alone. Leave Conrad out of this. Let Conrad be in peace. Don't ask him to be your best man. Don't stay in his house when you know he was in love with you and isn't over you. I am so far on team Conrad that I think it's circled round to being on team Jeremiah and Belly because they are so annoying that they can stay together. Another documentary I watched was Wild Botswana on Disney+. I now really want to go to the Okavango Delta. I watched this vlog of this girl the other, it was so weird. I watched the Wild Botswana thing, and then I watched a vlog of this girl who spent a night or 2 in the Okavango Delta, and it was a little bit scary because she said she saw lions and hyenas at night, but I still think it was pretty interesting, and I would love to do something like that. Disney Plus have really good nature documentaries, so if you're looking for one, Disney Plus is the place to be. Some other random things I watched, Doctor Who, I've just been slowly getting through that. On Prime, I watched Heathers the Musical. The song 17 has been stuck in my head non-stop, like it's just going through that slowly, and I was like, wait, I need to watch Heathers because I have no clue about this movie except for Riverdale. And that is embarrassing for me. Like, if all my Heathers context comes from Veronica Lodge as Heather, that's not right. Really enjoyed it. The story was really fun. It was so stupid. The songs were really great. I really enjoyed that. So I would give Heathers. I also went and watched Gatsby in the theatre this month. This has been a jam-packed month for me. Oh my God. Girl who plays Daisy, and I think it's Jamie Moscato who plays Gatsby. Their voices, I don't know how to describe it. I genuinely think I could have cried. Amber as Jordan, incredible. I loved her and Nick throughout it, who is played by Corbin Blue. Crazy times. They both were really good. Obviously, really talented singers. I really liked Corbin's voice. The ensemble was so good. The woman who played Myrtle, oh my gosh, she was so good. Like, I could have cried. I genuinely think that was, I said Jamie Muscat's nearly made me cry. She genuinely nearly made me cry. Like, I think a tear did fill up in my eye. Her voice, I think, just hit me right here. And I have no clue what her name is. Let me see if I can find it. Rachel Tucker, if you're seeing this, I love you. I love your voice. You were so good. Also, the guy who played George Wilson was really good as well. I think I would like to go back at some point in the summer. Who knows? I've never done that. I'm gonna watch the musical twice, but who knows? I may be watching Vlogmas videos in July. I watched about 5 or 6 days of Zoella's 2018 Vlogmas, specifically when they went to Bruges in Belgium. I had a longing and that filled it. There have been days that are unbearably hot this summer and I've been sweating simply from taking the bins out. But similarly, there's been so much rain, cloudy, a day like today, and I just wanted to feel a little something. So yeah, I watched a couple of Vlogmas videos. Sue me. I think that's everything on my list. It was everything I watched in July. I think I forgot to rate a couple of things, so I'll just put ratings on the screen as I go. Guys, I know it seemed like all I've done this month is watch TV, and you would be absolutely correct. I pay for my subscriptions. I want to make the most of the rent. Like, let a girl live. Do you know how much money I've saved by not going out? You tell me. You know if there's any shows you watch that you think are really, really good or really, really bad, because I've been known to like really shit things. I also wanted to add, I read 3 books this month. Read the last 2 books in the Thursday Murder Club series. I loved that series so much. There's a film coming out. August one, there's already 2 films coming up that I can let you know. The Sophia Carson Oxford movie, which comes out tomorrow. Then the other is going to be the Thursday Murder Club. I listened to the audiobook of Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I can't. I really thought I was not a contemporary romance girly. I ate up every single piece of that book. There is no evidence. You don't need to recycle that book because I ate it up. Maybe I'm a contemporary romance girly. And lucky for me, I've got a Karis in my life who has all the books one could want. So I'm going to be having a look in her library sometime soon. So Karis, that's actually just a notice for you that I may be coming to your house in the middle of the night and stealing all your books. Now that's truly it. See you when I see you. Bye.